Hello, Terra Nova LSCM and hello, world. I'm your host, Dalva, and we are going to be drawing cards from the Indigo Angel Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue and her son, Charles Virtue. The term indigo, now I've heard this, camera's a little wobbly here. Let me fix that. Have it fall over in the middle of the reading. That would be fun, wouldn't it? And it's not even Mercury retrograde. It's going to stay, maybe? There we go. I think it's steady now. But anyway, the term indigo, I've heard this in conjunction with like indigo children, crystal children, and it was an idea I want to say that that started, I guess, in the 60s. That there are certain generations, and I don't quote me on that date either. There are certain it's a new age thought, a new age concept that there are generations of children that are born with very specific Earth missions. It's actually not out of step with astrology. You look at Pluto, which is how I personally measure generations, is by Pluto signs. Those generations have a certain themed task, purpose for being on the Earth, things that they're supposed to bring about, supposed to change. Indigo children specifically are supposed to hold the world to a higher standard of truth and integrity, and quite frankly, we kind of need that. So, I don't know, like that's the premise behind the deck. Okay, just kind of wanted to explain that a little bit. My very limited knowledge of it. If you want to learn more, we have Google, and I'm very grateful for Google. Right, like. The knowledge that we have available to us now is just unprecedented. Anyway, enough of my rambling here at the beginning of the reading. This is for November 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Again, the energy sort of, it's not like it just cuts off, but that the general energy of the beginning of the week. So, the 23rd, which is Wednesday, we have a new moon. That moon is new in Sagittarius. Okay, so right before Thanksgiving here in the United States. Perfect time to give thanks to and set your intentions for the next month. So before we get started here, let's take a nice deep cleansing breath in. Let it go and let it flow. So I've already got our cards laid out, but I wanted to show you this beautiful deck. I've not worked with this one a lot. I do like the silver, the little gilded edges here. Really, let me turn this so you can see it. Really enjoying this artwork. I think this is very pretty. So, it's very lovely. Anyway, so our first card, Allow Love. Again, this artwork is just wonderful. So, I feel like this is really self-explanatory. I think it's maybe a little bit more challenging to actually accomplish. And what you can do if you find that you're having a hard time accepting other people's love, accepting other people's affection, and this is, again, if you want it. Like, if it's not something that you're interested in, of course, it's fine to have a boundary there. But if you are really longing for more of this in your life, more affection, more connection, more love, more anything, whatever it may be, and it doesn't seem to be coming in, or you feel, as contrary as human beings are, sometimes we really want something really, really bad, and then, once we get it, or once it starts to get near us, we push it away. It would maybe be beneficial to you all right now to sort of explore the reasons why you push away the things that you want, or why it's difficult to allow people in. Okay, this may be a deeper trust issue. It may be a deeper wound that you're being asked to heal. Okay, it may be some other sort of spiritual or psychological or emotional work that needs to be done. But we're being asked to allow love. We're being asked to allow help or affection or gratitude from other people. all the warm fuzzies. You know, we're kind of entering that season, right, with the holidays, that giving and family and well, here it's cold. I know I say here in Northern Hemisphere, you know, kind of getting cozy. You know, do you have any blocks around this? Okay, and that may be something to sort of ask yourself, because you are being sort of pushed in that direction to allow this into your life now. This is a good time to embrace that and accept. Okay, and this may be self love too. It's okay to love yourself. That's not selfish. That's not narcissistic. None of those things. You know, selfishness and narcissism. Those are psychological disorders. You know, those are people who they don't love themselves. They just use other people, right? That's not what that means. I think a lot of that's gotten twisted up in our thinking and our society, that if you're not constantly sacrificing, then that means you're selfish. That's not what love means. That's not what compassion means. That's not what self-care means. Okay? It's okay to give yourself credit, especially when you've been working hard. Allow love. Allow love from yourself. Allow love from other people. Allow love from the universe. Okay? It's time to let this in. Okay, for your own healing. And I feel like it's very specifically for healing. Okay, we need this. We need this as much as we need air, water, and light. Okay? This brings us to our second card, and I think, again, these sort of flow into each other. Release, relax. And I think that's releasing those blocks, relaxing into that love, relaxing into that safe space. Okay, again, here in the United States and other places, we're entering the holiday season. It's winter here in the Northern Hemisphere. It's time to relax. It's time to sort of tuck in and stay cozy, eat a good meal, drink your hot cocoa, watch a good movie. Okay, and I think this is, again, part of this process, sort of allowing yourself to be held, allowing yourself to be nurtured, allowing yourself to be loved. Okay, there's always work to be done, but you have to rest too. Okay, so we're being asked, again, relax, release, heal, accept all that loving energy where the universe is putting out toward you, right? And then, and again, I feel like this goes right along with this, when we're healing and we're working and we're, getting cozy and getting settled in, show appreciation. Okay, when you're in that space, show appreciation. And we've just had last week a conversation with my colleagues as part of our prevention and wellness services, actually. So this is my day job, having a gratitude practice, with the full acknowledgement that for a lot of people, gratitude has been used in almost a weaponized way. So for myself, I'm going to briefly share a story. When I was a teenager, particularly a teenager, I had adults around me say, well, you better be grateful for this, and other people have it worse than you, and you're so ungrateful, and you need to write down your blessings. You need to count your blessings. And it was used in a way to invalidate and to minimize my experiences and my feelings. So for a long time, gratitude was a trigger word for me. As I've gotten older, I recognize that an actual gratitude practice, which I had one a few years ago, and really feel the need now to enter into another one. And there's a lot of science, actually, I'm going to throw this out here too. There's a lot of science behind this. That your blood pressure is better, you're able to manage pain better, symptoms of anxiety and depression are lessened by a gratitude practice. That's very real. Okay, that's not just a woo-woo thing. A gratitude practice actually has a lot of science behind it. But as I kind of got older, I realized, gratitude, it's about appreciating all that we have. And again, going back to that idea of self-love and self-care, and a lot of people think that's narcissistic. Gratitude is the very opposite of that. The opposite of gratitude really is entitlement, and none of us are entitled to anything. Okay, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't, work toward or work toward things or work toward goals. Or that doesn't mean that at all. It means being grateful for the people and the things that we have along the way. And I'm going to quote here Teddy Droseris. He said, "Gratitude helps us love the things we cannot change." And I think that's so profound. So, showing appreciation, this can be a very healing practice. Um, it can be a spiritual practice for that matter. The first step is being grateful. The second step is giving thanks. Okay, it's like you have these things that came from somewhere, and that may even be giving thanks to yourself, thanking your higher self, thanking your kid self, thanking your future self. Like there's a lot of possibilities here, but as we're allowing love and we're allowing healing and we're working toward healing and we're resting, we're healing, we're getting into that safe space. We also need to show appreciation for that. I love this artwork. I'm just loving this card so much. I can't even tell you all. But this feels on the nose, kind of like a simple reading, like, oh, just relax. It's the season to, go out and go to parties and see your family and give gifts but I think there's a deeper underlying internal shift that we have the opportunity for here. This healing and showing other people and helping, and that would help them heal as well. And relaxing, allowing the universe to do its thing. Okay. Of course, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please put them in the comments below. I hope everyone's having a good week. I hope everyone has a fantastic holiday, if this is a holiday that you all are celebrating. And again, please come join us on the website. Check out our topics. Start a discussion. I mean, we're always looking for good conversation. So I will talk to you all again soon. Bye for now.